Hello traders, this is Lauren from futurestradingcompany.net, and this is a recap of our trading for the morning session November 30th, 2011. And as you see the screenshot that you initially are seeing here on the video, I just wanted to show you this. I was actually up, this is 5 a.m. Pacific time. I had already been up and gotten my daily trade sheet filled out. The market had rallied back from a low overnight of 11,451 and had gone up to a high when I looked at the market of 11,661. So I was really just filling out my trade sheet, and then the market literally exploded higher, and I didn't know what caused this. Later found out that it was the agreement by major central banks, the United States and those in Europe, to provide liquidity to the financial markets on a joint effort to do that. And the market literally just exploded. I am not going to do it today, but I will post a video to show you how to get into a market that is exploding like this using a 50-tick chart, a MACD, a JTHMA, and using Hinken-Ashi bars. But not going to do that today, but I just want to tell you that I will be putting that video up as soon as I have time to produce it. Let me scroll over now here to our first trade of the day, which wasn't taken until 6:32 a.m. And here we are. 6:32, we'd had the price had come down, touched the 89 exponential moving average. This is 6:30 when the cash market in New York opened. I like to wait at least a minute trading to go by before taking our first trade, and our first trade came right here. Again, a small little retracement in the JTHMA in price, turned back up, and we had an entry trigger. That was at 6:32, and our entry on that trade was at 11,862. We got our first target here, 11,872, but then the market turned back down against us at that point. We did not achieve our second profit objective, and we were stopped out on our last two contracts at break even at the 11.62 entry price. So now I was waiting for another entry. It came fairly quickly. Again, after the retracement where we got stopped out at our initial entry, and then we had a little bit of sideways consolidation here, and then again another entry trigger. That was at 6:37 a.m. Pacific. Our entry on that entry trigger was 11,871. The stop below the swing low of 11,857, and the market moved higher almost immediately after we got into the entry. We got the entry 6:37. And time-wise at 871. We took about 10 ticks, 10 points of heat that got to a low of 861 before turning up and then heading higher. We achieved our first two profit objectives pretty rapidly. Again, 10 points of 11,881 and 15 points at 11,886. And then we were using the modified SAR trailing stop. And that's the yellow dots you see on the screen. That stop wasn't hit until quite a bit later. the stop on this bar, and I wrote it down here for you to look at. Our exit price stop was moved to 11,887. That was never hit. The low price of the bar after we entered that stop was 11,890, and so we were still trailing the one contract, still long. And here again, our stop 2 points below the trailing SAR was at 11,905, and our low again never got there. The low of the bars were 11,907. So we were still in the trade, and it continued even higher. And finally, at about 6:50 a.m. Pacific, we did get our trailing stop hit, which was in at 11,920. So we were stopped out on our second trade with a wonderful gain, plus 74 points. And I was still looking for another wave up in this move, and it came very quickly. Again, price had pulled back, stopped us out on our trailing stop, was getting back toward the 89 exponential moving average. JTHMA then turned back up. We got yet another entry trigger, and that entry at 11,929 was at 652. Moved up, hit our first two targets. Again, we were using the SAR trailing stop, and here we got stopped out at 11,938. Sorry, I was interrupted with a phone call there. Resuming this video, stopped out on that third trade at 11,938. So total gain on our third trade of the day was 34 points, and we had one additional trade, came at 7:36 a.m. And let me scroll over for you and show you that trade. Again, price had broke back up above our 89 exponential moving average. The JTMHA turned back down, end price, and then turned back up. And again, the trade was an entry trigger trade. The entry trigger fired here at 7:36 a.m. Pacific. We entered the trade at 11,958. And our stop was 2 ticks below this swing low, which was at 11,942. So our stop was placed at 11,940. And again, very nice trade. We hit our first two profit targets. We're using the SAR stop, and that was actually came into play once we hit our profit target, and we didn't get stopped out until this point, and that was at 7:46. So about 10 minutes in the trade, our final exit was at 11,966. So 33 points on that trade, and that was the last trade that we took prior to the dead zone. And let me scroll over here, and I'll kind of show you what happened with the price. Remember, we were up at that point close to 400 points on the day from the prior day's close. So extremely strong day upside. I'd had what I counted as 3 nice waves to the upside here. Wasn't willing to take another long at this level. Would have wanted to take a long after some kind of a sell-off and retracement where some people were taking profits. And then they finally did happen. This is 8 o'clock period. I reached a high of 11,988, and then we had a little bit of a sell-off. That was about almost a 40-point sell-off. A little bit more of a retracement, then another little bit of a swing down. So, and now at the 8:30 period, too close to dead zone for my liking, especially after the explosive move. So, standing aside, not taking any more trades, and certainly not looking to take a long trade. And we'll see what happens in the afternoon session. But very nice morning, plus 141 total YM points. And so good trading morning for us. We'll be posting our video of Thursday's trading, December 1st, tomorrow morning, a.m. Pacific time, after we have completed our morning session. Have a great day, and you can always visit us at futurestradingcompany.net. And again, we will be launching a live trading room the first part of January 2012. Have a great day.